Hi, this tutorial is going to show you how to edit and share a file that is already stored in your Google Drive. So if you've watched the previous two segments, then you already know how to access the Google Sites template and then further access the Google Drive forms and documents that are linked from the site itself. So at that point, you're going to want to make sure that you are in your Google Drive and signed in. So you sign in and then you can navigate to drive.google.com. And you will have a similar look as this unless you use Google Drive otherwise, and then you probably have a lot more files. So once you are here, you've already made copies of all of the documents that are in the original folder of SCCOE Tier 2 Forms and Docs. From that point where it has me listed as the owner, you can delete that folder from your drive so that it's no longer there and you're just working with the items that you want to work with. So the first thing that I want to show you before we jump into editing a document is I want to show you how to make your own folder so that you can put all of these documents in one place and you can access it easily. So the easiest way that you can do that is to come over to the left side, click on Create, and then drag down to Folder. Click on Folder, and I would name it something simple like Tier 2. Click on Create. From there, underneath My Drive, there's a small little drop-down menu that says Tier 2. It is also listed in your primary drive. From there, you can click all of the different documents that you want to put in that particular folder and simply drag and drop them over into Tier 2. Now you could drag it to the left or you could drag it up. Either way, whatever works better for you. Now it looks like it's gone, but in fact it's not. You click on your Tier 2 and you can see your Tier 2 folder. You can see the pathway up here at the top. From here, now they're nice and organized over in your folder. So let's say that you want to edit one of these particular documents or you want to share it with somebody. Now chances are you're going to be sharing this more often than you are going to be editing it. So for instance, let's say you have the Administrative Leadership Plan Program Evaluation. You're going to click on the first one that you see, and this is a copy of the form itself. So from here, if you want to share this with somebody, you simply click on Send Form over in the right-hand side. And you can send it directly via email, or you can click on this link and send that by copying and pasting it elsewhere. Once you've done that, you can click on View Live Form, and this is the form itself. So if you are filling this out, or your coach is filling it out, or whomever is filling it out, this is the link that you are going to be sending to people. So they will fill out all of this information, and once it's filled out and completed, if I come back over to my Google Drive, where I see my responses, this is where the information will automatically be placed into. So from here, it will be time-stamped and all of the information can then be viewed and disaggregated and used in whatever way that you need to use it. So if you need to share these responses, say with a candidate, with your coach, with a supervisor, anybody, because every form is kind of different and is shared with different people, then in the upper right-hand corner where it says Share, all of these documents have a default sharing of private only to me or to only me. In order to change that, I click on Share and I can invite people explicitly. So I could enter in their email address and give them the rights to either edit, comment, or view. So I'm going to click on View, and then it's always nice to add a little bit of a message and say, hi, I'm sharing this with you because of whatever reason, or could you look at this, or do you have any feedback? So any of those are options. You can also send a copy to yourself if you'd like. Once you're done with that, you click on Share and Save, And now that person pops up as somebody who can view. You can take away those rights at any point by clicking on the X, but you and your coach or you and your candidate are going to have to decide under what conditions and how are you going to manage the sharing of these particular documents and who has rights to which documents. So the last thing that I want to show you is that if you are sharing this with other people, it's always nice to give a little bit of context, especially if you are a candidate sharing it with a coach who may have multiple candidates. Now, if everybody is sending that coach the copy of Administrative Leadership Plan Program Evaluation responses, that can get a little confusing because you see multiple versions of that same document. So you need to rename the documents, but make sure that the primary naming is still there. So the way that you rename is by clicking on the title itself once the document is open. And I like erasing the copy of and choosing whether at the beginning or at the end. I prefer at the end, putting in my name. So I put in my name, it's at the end. That way my coach has a real clear reference point for whom this particular evaluation is for. I click on OK, and that changes for you as well as anybody that you have shared that document with. So hopefully you now know how to create a folder as well as edit a particular form or document and share that or send the form to somebody else, as well as change the title. Those are the basics of what I think that you might be needing, but if there's anything else, feel free to reach out and let me know. I'm going to jump into some tutorials on sites next, and hope to see you around, and I hope, as always, that this was helpful. Thanks.